Hello and welcome back to Capcom Classics Collection Week. In this installment, the game is Ghouls' Ghosts, otherwise known as Dai Makemura, or Big Ghost and Goblins, or Big Demon House, I guess is literal translation. This is a game that was released in 1988 as a direct follow-up to Ghosts and Goblins, and much like Ghosts and Goblins, the game is super, super hard. It was also ported around to consoles of the time. It was on the Sega Master System, the Sega Genesis, the PC Engine. What's the? Not the PC Engine itself, but the what was it? The Super Graphics? I think that's what it was called. The short-lived, tiny library sequel system that kind of faded, much like the Hyper Neo Geo 64. But anyway, we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Ghosts and Goblins here, or Ghouls and Ghosts. So let's go and place this game in its default settings. Once again, this is the '98 remix, so you get the bug fixes and things like that. It tells you about the history of the first game, telling you that this story was happy end. Congratulations. 3 years since. You mean later? Japan. Alright, so here we go. Ghouls and Ghosts. Looks friendly. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go adjust the video, make this full screen. There we go. So what's changed from the first game? Well, now you can actually shoot upwards. In addition to that, the play control is a bit smoother now. The game is still pretty much impossible, but what are you gonna do? Dude spawning directly below where I'm standing. But there are new items. Now I have a sword, which is powerful but short range. Great effects here. Darn it. I could be mistaken, but I do believe that this game is on the CPS-1 hardware. Which was, very impressive for the time, and it's a game that really does hold up well in terms of retro gaming. Darn it. Oh, dude, the enemy's spawning directly below me. Dang it. Whoops. Alright, there's a game over. Let's continue and see where it puts me. Back to the checkpoint. How nice of them. There are certain arcade games that I never played as a kid, and, you know, I'm glad I didn't, because I can't believe how frustrating this game could have been when I was, you know, a little kid. I mean, I can barely play this game now. Ah. You know, for people who can play this game, I have a lot of respect for them, I'll tell you that. Because this game is just not... I'm just not feeling it. I mean, it's a beautiful game, you know, with great music and everything, but the difficulty is just absurd. Alright, the boss. Speaking of absurd... Alright, we got a game over, but I made it to the boss for the first time. Let's continue. Of course, it's going to put me back here again. I feel like I'm like doing a mini episode of Game Center CX. Where I'm repeatedly dying at an absurdly difficult game and, you know, continually playing this. Mole. I feel like I start swearing in Japanese at this game. Ah! Alright, well here's my last life. And I'm doing my damnedest to see if I can beat this first level at least. Because it says something about a game's difficulty if you can't even beat the first level with, you know, if you're trying your absolute damnedest. Alright, boss. Dead. Alright, well that will be the end of the video. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about this game, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Also be sure to hit the like button, because hitting the like button helps support my channel and lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this. So Capcom Classics Collection Week will continue on. There's just a few more videos to post now, so stay tuned for the final conclusion of my final thoughts on all the games in this collection and, you know, the emulation quality and things like that. So until then, guys, see you next time. The next video will be up in just a few hours, so until then, enjoy 3 years since Dai Makai Mora. Big Ghosts and Goblins, or just Ghouls and Ghosts as it was known in North America.